Very emotional to start the press conference, understandably so.
I'm a little bit shocked it wasn't more than that. I think I texted you guys that I'm not sure he's going to get through much of this. But he did gather himself up. And I think actually those players being there made him both emotional but also calmed him down because he was able to sort of gather himself up to make sure he thanked what has been a group of guys that he really liked, a group of guys. And I'm glad they also said this. He said something about his door hinges. You had to tighten them up a lot because his first couple of years it was...
He was pretty intense.
But it was also walk in, close the door. We got to talk about what we're doing around here. We're not winning enough baseball games. What are the moves that we have to make?
And that's with upper management as well. And that's how he came so close to losing the job.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of conversation about how is this going to get better and how quickly can it get better. And that's when he was talking about, the door hinges. That door swung open and it shut, and there was a lot of conversation going on. This was a mess around here. It really was. It might not have been historically bad. I've seen historically bad. You've seen historically bad. You're Cleveland. I know what it is. I watched a terrible Yankees team in the 70s. Terrible. I watched terrible Mets teams. And you go, my God, we're never going to get out of this. Well, there is that moment where you go, we just got to make sure we got the right people in charge. And I will say this, 10 years in, it's a hell of a run. A guy who's told us multiple times and said out loud, he got the job when he was supposed to get the job. Because he quite honestly would have told you he was too red ass probably for today's player. Had he been a 35, 40-year-old version in today's game, it would not have been a fit for him.
And so he is...
We talked about letting it go this morning, right? Like, what have you let go?
Yeah.
He had to be a different guy than he was for a long part of his baseball career.
And he's going to look ahead to his new position as a senior advisor, and that was something before Bobby Cox suffered the stroke that he was with the team. Mm-hmm. And he said, Bobby told him, it took him a little bit of an adjustment period, but once he kind of figured out the lay of the land, he got into things a little bit. So, but also it's the best of both worlds because you can go check out the minor leaguers, as Snit talked about. But if you want to go someplace with your wife in the middle of April, you want to take a vacation, you can do that. You want to watch your grandkids play baseball, which you didn't get a chance to watch your kids do, you can do that. And you want to put the golf shirt on, you want to be a part of the team, you can still do that.
He can come to the ballpark. My guess is there'll be two waiting for him. They can go to the media.
No one's going to stop him if he walks in.
No. I think he has to go to the media. We'll call and pick up two. I don't know if he's just allowed
to
pell mell.
Snitker.
I don't know if pell mell he's allowed to just walk around the building wherever he pleases. I also like the part, and I know this happened with Bobby Cox. I know it happened with Bobby Cox. You get into the car with an assistant to the assistant GM, and you go watch a high school game. Where you go watch a Division II or Division III college game.
Because you still love baseball.
Yeah,
you still love being around it.
You want to see what's happening in the real world, not just the Major League world.